but they're supposed to be identified with some type of legend. So she did a color coding type of legend. That's the best way to see. That way we can actually determine which ones were correct and which ones were not. Okay. So let's take a look here. We've got two simple that she did down here. We got my favorite school subject is art. Louis, is that in the next one? The art room is D triple 11. Are those two simple sentences?
Yeah.
Yeah, good. And how do you know they're simple sentences?
It has a subject and a noun.
Good. Excellent. So it has a subject, not a noun, a subject and what? So subject is correct. That's one of them, but what else?
Oh shoot, a subject and a verb, my bad.
Subject and verb. Good. Okay. So does it have a subject and verb?
Yeah.
Okay. So we've got favorite school or just school. And then what's the verb in there, Louis?
It is.
Good. Okay. Same thing here. We've got art room number is. Okay. Good. Second one here, we've got, it says compound towards fun activity we do in art and watercoloring is another fun. So that's the first one. Art is my favorite subject. I enjoy art class very much. Are both of those compound sentences, Andy?
Yeah, I think they are.
Good. So those are because we have a comma, plus we have the conjunction, and they each have what? The second clause in those compound sentences have what in them? Any ideas, Andy or Grace?
Conjunction.
Conjunction, but something else? What do they have to have in there, Grace? Can't see it too well, though.
Comma,
Say it again.
comma,
Comma, that's true. So conjunction, comma, but what else in addition to that? So it's a subject and a verb, right? Both of these, this one right here and this one, just like the one simple sentence, both of them have to have a subject and verb. So we have the subject here, watercoloring, and then we have the verb is. Same thing here. Down here we have I subject, enjoy verb. So remember, the second clause also has to have a subject and verb. Okay. Now we look at the blue complex. Okay. While it is not a core subject, I still enjoy art very much. When the weather is good, the art teacher lets us draw outside. Okay, when the weather is good, the art teacher lets us draw outside. Are those complex sentences, Andy?
Yes.
Yeah, good. And why? How do you know that?
Uh, because the first word is like, or the first few words is like,
Say that one more time.
it's the first few words are like the ones where
So it's basically not the first few words, but what? What do you think, Andy?
the pauses.
So it's subordinate conjunction, right? So it's while here, and we have when. So subordinate conjunctions, they come first. So that's why we have the commas right there. Okay. Okay, so everyone did pretty good. So now we have to go on to do just a few more activities on that, and then we're going to go into topic sentences. Okay. So I want to do a few more activities just to make sure you guys get this, and we're going to do some in a little bit. Excuse me. In a little bit of a, we're going to read a story. I'm not sure. I think we read it last time, but we're going to read the story again about the bus crash, and we're just going to do a few activities about that. Okay, so just give me 1 second to open it up. This will be the last day we do sentence instructions. You remember what the story is about there, Grace, that we read last time?
was it the one with the bus driver?
It is the bus driver. Can you remember what it said?
There was a, I think, 24-year-old teacher.
Okay. Tell us a little bit about what happened, just a general.
who, who do not have like a driving license. The bus driver had a heart attack And so the teacher jumped in and saw.
We're going to do 2 in-class assignments before we move on, okay? Now, is anybody still confused with any of these sentence types? Please access that in-class assignment that I have. This is just a short one. We're going to take it up together once you're done. If you could raise your hand once you've received it. Okay, so I'm going to get you guys to open up the reading. I put the reading in the document as well. I want you guys to download that. I want you to look through it. These are all fill in the blanks that have to do with subordinate conjunctions, coordinate conjunctions, simple sentences, and it is also complex sentences and compound sentences. So I want you to fill in the blanks, and after we're going to take it up together and we're going to talk about what kind of sentences those are, okay? So if you guys can complete that and then submit it, that should only take you about maybe 6 to 7 minutes. And then we're going to take that up and look at it in depth. We're going to do one more activity on this, okay? Now you guys can tell me when you're finished by putting a thumbs up or just letting me know.
Finished.
Okay, so Grace is done. We'll wait for Louie and Andy to tell us. How did you find doing that, Grace? Did you find it fairly easy? In the middle?
Yes.
Some people? Fairly easy?
Yes.
Okay, while you're waiting there, take a look at the sentences and tell me if you can, not tell me, but just be comfortable with identifying what kind of sentences they are, okay?
Okay.
And just be willing or able to explain why you think they are. Because some students think they know it, but they don't really know it.
I'm finished.
And who was that? Was that you, Louie, or Andy?
Andy.
Okay. And Louie, are you still doing it there?
I'm done.
Okay, perfect. Now, what about you, Andy? Did you find that fairly easy out of 1 to 10? How did you find that in terms of easy?
It was kind of in the middle.
Okay. And what about you, Louie?
A little more to the easy side.
Okay, a little more to the easy side. Okay. So let's take a look at these here. Okay. So I want you guys to take the check mark or the X and mark these according to what they are. Okay. These 2 next activities should be enough to be able to have you guys be able to write and identify these fairly easy from now on. Okay. So let me just make this a bit bigger. Okay. So we have English teacher Guy Harvold, 24, saved the lives of 30 students on a bus from Gatwick to Bournemouth. What word goes in here? Anybody? There's 2 options. Remember, it has to be consistent and accurate with verb tense and sequence when it happened. If it's not, it's wrong. Hey, does anybody, can anybody give me an answer for number 1 that they had? Grace, what did you have for number 1?
When.
Good. So it can be when, or it can be, does anybody have a different word? Grace?
Suffered.
Suffered is 1. Good. What would be the second one? Louis?
I also got suffered.
Okay. Any other option that you have there?
Had.
Good. Have is the other one. Okay. Those are the only 2 ones that we had. Actually, the third one too has a different one. So suffer, had. Okay. What do we call these 2 here? Anybody?
Subordinating conjunctions.
Louder, Grace?
Subordinating conjunction.
Perfect. Okay. Which makes that part of the sentence what?
Complex.
Complex. Okay. Good. Excellent. Okay. Number 3, the bus went out of control. It blanked trees. What did you have for that there, Louis?
Collided with.
Okay, that's one option. Or what's the other option? Anybody have another option there? There's one other option. I'll be surprised if somebody gets it.
Hit.
Hit. That's it. Okay, good. So collided with or hit. Okay. Okay, number 6. So that's a bit of a tricky one. Number 6. What do we put in there? And what kind of sentence is it going to be part of? What do we put in there, Louis?
I put but,
Say it again.
but,
Okay, good. And what do we call that? What would be the special word for that? Was that you, Andy? Or Louis?
Lewis,
Okay, what's the special word we would give that?
conjunction, what,
Good. But what kind of conjunction? We have two kind of conjunction. So collided with but. So what is this word called? But. Louis said conjunction, but close. What is it called? Any ideas there?